Cardinelli, also known as Avision. I was born and raised in New York, and now I reside in New Jersey. A lot of people rag on New Jersey, but I kind of like it out here. I like the separation and not having the craziness from the city. I'm a DJ and producer. I love my job. I make house music and techno. I would say I'm known for my New York techno sound, meaning that it's groovier than most techno. It's not as hard, I would say. It's more percussion based and groovy. So I think I'm more known for my groove and my rhythmic pattern that I put into my tracks. But I also tend to have some nice melody in there as well for people to remember the style of the track. So this latest EP is an EP I recorded for Mindshake Recordings for Paco Osuna's label. He's definitely been a huge part of my career in the last few years, and I'm really happy that it released on his label. It's a different EP. I haven't released this sound just yet, and it's disco based, which is a huge part of my life. So it really inspired me to make this EP. I've always messed around with samples, and being that these 2 tracks on this EP are sample based, I didn't want to take away from the main part, so I tried to add more to those samples and really take on how special they were and just make them more for the club and make them more for the peak hour time in a club. I learned how to really not put too much into the mix and just how to keep back and let the vocals do the part, and how to create those special moments in a record. The influences and the experiences of my childhood really influenced this last EP, and I'm super proud of it, and it did really well on Beatport, so be sure to check it out. It's funny because I made this stuff almost a year ago, so lockdown didn't inspire me to make this, but since it released during the quarantine, I would say it boosted my energy, and it made me feel happy to release music again, and it really inspired me to get into the studio and work on different stuff as well. I feel like I dove deeper into my sound and really started making the music that I really wanted to make. Not that I'm not proud of everything beforehand, but I really dove in deeper now, and I feel like I'm becoming the producer I always wanted to become during this time, now that I have the time more so than I did before. I plan on doing more disco-based stuff, and I have a ton of stuff already on the back burner for it. I enjoy making house music, I enjoy making techno. I don't really look at it as a new form of creative expression. I look at it as something that I've always had in me, and granted it's something new for the audience, but for me it's something that's already inside. So I plan on just keep doing more of it and to really embellish the sound for sure.